Hey, what's going on, day ones? This podcast is brought to you by a couple of phenomenal sponsors. First up, we got Rose Vogue Stylings. Ladies, are you in the market for a new purse? What about a new swimsuit? What about some earrings? The folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings, they got you covered. Please go to rosevoguestyling.com. And while you're on the website, please enter in that promo code late night. You want to make sure you're getting all of those amazing discounts. Also, if you are in the market for a lovely timepiece such as the one that I am wearing, please go to blackwatches.com. That is BLAK watches.com and enter in that promo code late night W Nate to get another fantastic discount off of quality timepieces. Again, thank you to the folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings and those at Black Watches. Now to the show. We're back for another installment of your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day. I'm Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
And this is Late Night with Nate and Adrian. Shout out to the day ones and the new ones. Applause, air horns, and the late bombs. Boogie. We're back on episode 185. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I told myself I was going to make a new banner for And the New Ones, and I totally didn't. So
that'll be all right. They'll still be the new ones next time.
Yeah, no, but I'm good though. The sun is out. The weather is nice. It's about to be 80, almost 80 out here. Global warming is in full effect.
It's quite the fall.
It's still, yeah. You know, people out here don't know what to wear. It's just,
man,
it's just all screwy. The world is screwy. The government shut down. You know, all things considered, I'm doing pretty damn good. I gotta be honest. Doing pretty good. Yeah, doing pretty good. You know, and you have to put things in perspective. Compartmentalize your shit. Understand. We are not. Baby. Yeah.
This is what it is.
Well, for real, you really got to do that sometimes. Sometimes you really do need to take it, sit it down, take it all in, and really be like, hey, am I outside on the corner asking for, some change or requesting, somebody to wash somebody's window shield? No, I am in full effect, gainfully employed, got room and board. I can feed myself when I want to eat, things like that. You gotta
to the far end of this. I'm not out here being a bum. Out here with a sign.
We don't say all that. We don't say bums. That is not.
Right. I'm not out here unhoused with a sign.
Hey, yo, that's not even funny. I don't know why you're making it funny right now. That's not even funny. But yes, in the grand scheme of things, man, things are looking very nice over here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the only reason why it's funny because niggas always there's never like a gray area. It's like, well, I could be out here standing in front of this trash can trying to get myself warm over this fire, or I kind of hate my job. There's no middle gear. It's like,
yeah,
why can't it just be? Well, I'm a little depressed today, but
really speaking, like realistically speaking, do people really want to hear that? Like, yeah, I'm a little depressed today. So what, nigga? I had to dig in the trash to find some cans in order for me to get some lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like there's never a situation where you would be talking to the guy digging in the trash.
No, it wouldn't. Terrible example.
Shouts out to the unwhole, but there will never be a situation where I could be like,
stop. Okay.
So, Mr. Unwhole, let me tell you about my fuck ass day.
Hey, yo, I ain't never heard unhomed, but That it is the same thing as unhoused.
So we can't say unhomed.
I don't know. That just
Oh,
no.
unhomed, unhoused. I feel like this is an
Yeah,
umbrella
it's the
term of the
same.
same
No,
thing.
it's
Is
the
it,
same.
which one's plural? Like, yeah, I'm unhomed, unhoused. Are they both? They're both
I
plural, right?
I
They're
don't
both.
know.
It's
Listen,
plural to both of those.
I'm not trying to get canceled. That's just what
I'm
it
not
is.
either. I think there is humanity in
Of
some of
course.
these things where it's like we would normally call you bums, but now it's just like
Yeah.
it's kind of like when it started when we stopped calling garbage men garbage men. It's like I'm a sanitation engineer. It's like I'm not a bum. I'm unhoused. It's like
That is true. But you know, because when I figured out how much they got paid, I
yeah,
was like, oh, I get paid to
yeah.
smell like some shit.
You definitely an engineer, my boy. There's nothing garbage man about you.
And that's why they be so happy when they take your garbage. They like do 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 do
And they
do.
only work like 4 hours a day. Like they
And
really
they,
only be up
yeah,
like
you gotta, and they probably you have to be nice to them because they
you
are
should.
taking your unmentionables. They are taking your trash. They don't have to do it now.
We talk about that enough, Boogie. I judge because I judge my neighbors on trash day because it's
Mhm.
like, how the hell ain't you breaking these goddamn boxes down? You
Mm.
out here having because sometimes they don't always have the machine. Like sometimes they have to pull it up to the
Oh,
and they got to throw. So I'm out here seeing people. I'm watching from the ring, and I'm like, they really are having to break these goddamn boxes down and throw all these bags in here. Why don't you break the shit down for them? Because me, be like me. When I moved in and I couldn't get all these boxes in the trash, I was like, shit, I don't want them to have to break all these boxes down. So you know what I did, Boogie? I drove somewhere and then legally dumped those boxes. You just gotta do that. You gotta be conscious like me. You gotta be like, you know what? I'm not trying to give them more work, so I'm gonna give somebody else more work. That's what you gotta do.
you know
That's
what
what you
it
gotta do.
is? People really stopped being embarrassed because that's really what it comes down to. There's no, I'm just
Ain't
saying,
got no
like,
shame.
no shame in their game nowadays. Because I, yes, to a certain extent, you're not supposed to care what
Right.
people think about you, but especially when it comes to your neighbors, if you have to see them for an extended period of time, I don't want to be the person be like, look, Jeff, look, Rachel.
You don't break no
That's
boxes down.
right. That's the neighbor. That's the neighbor that's making the sanitation engineers work harder than they should be. You know what I mean?
Also, it's like, how much trash do y'all have in a goddamn week's time? I can see. Oh, if you moved in, we're not talking about you because that's expected. But for people who've been here, it's like, hey, my guy, like, you have that much trash? What are you
Right.
guys doing? Are you guys hoarding shit in there? Because it's just like, there's no way. I feel like, okay, in the course of a week, I feel like of a household, three trash bags at the most, like three of the tall kitchen bags. I can see you going through three throughout the course of a 7-day time span. Because you might put combined trash, but it could be food, could be something that stinks in there, could have been
Yeah.
raw meat or whatever, vegetables. So I got
Yeah.
3 bags.
Yeah.
These mofos, Boogie. It's like, God, how many people are in there? What are you
I
guys doing?
I will say I have noticed, and that's partly because my trash bags were a little smaller. It
Okay.
feels like I'm taking out the trash every. It feels like I'm taking out the trash every day. But I will say,
Gotta
because
get them
I
18-gallon bags.
yeah, because I live in a bigger building, I can't gauge. I can't really see the accumulation of my trash
Okay.
because I don't see the actual
Okay.
where it goes because we have a trash chute.
Trash chute. Okay. See, that's also for people like you. That doesn't necessarily matter because you don't have to break those boxes down, trash chutes and things. I mean, you do, but you don't because the compactor going to do it for you. So
Right.
you're good. You are good. Now you may have that one neighbor who's like, God damn, how many times you gonna walk to the chute? So you,
Yeah.
you
I will say there's been times where I'm like, am I picking the wrong size trash bag? Because this is the
yeah.
second time that I had to walk. I, you know, and it also goes to show because I didn't share with the people, but I shared with you that I'll be purging. I'm purging this weekend, and I didn't realize.
Evil Eye Purge.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much stuff I do not use. We have excess, but we know this already. America is the land of excess.
Excess,
Um,
but also, okay, look, you're gonna throw it out, and then you're gonna be like, "Where's that one thing that I fucking need?" That's what's gonna happen. It always happens. It's always like that one thing where you're like, "Where the fuck is this brush at?" You're like, I threw it out because I don't only use this brush like one fucking time, and it's that one time you gotta detangle some shit, and you're like, "Where's my detangler?" That's what's gonna happen. So you end up not throwing shit out because you got to keep it all.
yeah, but I'm I'm not with that. I'm about to throw everything away that I know that I don't use on a regular basis. And
It's
if
about
I
to be
really do,
minimalistic bugs out here.
if I really need it, I will repurchase it again. Like for instance, just to use an example, I have a portable treadmill
Okay,
that I've used a couple times because our last place didn't have.
didn't have
Well,
treadmill.
wait, I'm a lie. I'm lying. It did have it. I just never went because it was across the street. It was across the street.
What the hell? Why?
The
What?
workout. Yeah, the workout place. So I ended
How the
up
fuck does that make sense? You live here, but your workout facilities across the street.
because it was two buildings. It's two
Oh, okay,
buildings
that makes sense. That makes sense.
with the uh, same
Did they
property
have a
manager.
bridge at least, or you had to like cross a busy
No,
ass street?
literally
Oh,
had to
okay.
cross
Yeah,
the most busiest street I've ever come across, and
yeah.
I did it. I will say there has been like out of the 3 years that I stayed there, I might have went to that gym twice.
Yeah, ain't nobody crossing the street to go to the gym. I would have probably purchased that. So,
So yeah,
so are you getting rid of the treadmill? Is that
I'm
what? Are you
getting
saying?
rid of the treadmill because I have a workout spot inside my building. Don't have to
Okay,
leave my physical building. And
that's
I
nice.
realized I've used it a couple times here, but then I realized I'm like, nigga, it's either you gonna go outside to walk or you gonna go upstairs.
So what'd you come to?
I'm gonna go upstairs. So
Okay.
I'm gonna toss my treadmill because now it's just holding up space.
Winter's also coming, so yeah, that outdoor walking is you kind of cutting that to a
Yeah, of
limit now.
course.
It's starting to get cold.
Yeah.
So when you're going upstairs, you taking the elevator
Yeah.
or you getting extra
I
steps?
could take the elevator or honestly I could just walk up. It's two floors. It's two
Oh, okay. I didn't
flights.
know if it was like, yeah, it's on the 18th floor. I'm gonna
No,
get
no, no.
the
It's two
steps
flights
thing.
up. It's
Oh,
two
okay,
flights
okay, okay.
up. So yeah. But yeah, we just went to a damn tangent because we
Oh
were
man,
talking about
it's a
sanitation.
podcast. Tangents are good. We love
Tangents
tangents.
are good. But yeah, I'm doing great, loving it. We'll be purging because it's that time of the year where you want to cleanse your palate. You want to get out. You want a clean environment. I'm feeling a little claustrophobic, so it's time to clean out stuff that I know I will never wear in life. I have stuff that I literally is just hanging up with the tags on, and I told myself, yeah, I'll
I'll
wear
wear this.
this. I'm not gonna, I'm not wearing this.
The clothes just hanging on the rack, like you knew goddamn well in the
Right.
store you was not going to purchase
Yeah.
it.
So how
Oh,
are you
well,
feeling?
Plato's
Yeah.
closet, get your money back somehow.
Mm-mm.
I'm good, man. I have no complaints. I really have no complaints. Any of the complaints that I did have, there's just no point. There's a new baby on the way in the fam, so
Yikes.
there's
Yay.
another niece and or nephew potentially coming here soon. So
Congrats.
yet again, my little brother has solidified himself as being the favorite. So
That's
kudos
a
to you,
breeder right
young.
there.
Yeah, they're two for two out here in these streets. So shout out to the new little Galloway on their way.
That's what's
Praying
up.
for a girl. We're praying for a girl. There has not been a girl in the family like 20 years. So we're just like, could
Whoa.
this be the one? You know, and I'm already preparing my little nephew. I'm just like, hey, little bro, if it's a girl, just know the gravy train's cut off. Who's like, you were the first grandchild. You were getting spoiled. Just know if that girl comes out here, because the grandparents are gonna be like, oh, my first little baby, little girl. You just know, bro, it's cut off. The Funkle Nate, I got you, bro. So gotta prepare prepare a 2-year-old to let you know your Riz is up, buddy.
Yikes.
No, but it's cool. He's excited. He's excited to have to be.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a big brother, Uncle Nate. I was like, yeah, I remember those days of being a big brother too, little homie. It's fun. Get to punch up on him. No, it was cool. Got some good news. I talked to you about some of that
Nice.
news. So hopefully, sending out some positive energies and
Heck
everything
yeah.
aligns, so I can really get on here and talk my shit. But no, it's been cool, man. It has been cool. I'm much like you. I have been like, I think the air conditioner has been on like Arctic, because the place is like, it's really insulated very well. So you're like,
Yeah.
damn, why is the AC coming on like
Yeah.
all the time? Because it's fall. And I
Yeah.
step outside and I'm like, woo, it's hot out here. So I'm like, I see why the AC is still working overtime. And I'm kind of like, I paid an electric bill and I was like, yo, Mother Nature, please, can you turn it down? I'm ready to get used to
Yeah.
these lower bills. So what are we doing here? But no,
Lower
man,
bills my ass. That's what
Mother Nature
said.
F your bills, player. I'm cooking y'all. But no, everything has been cool, man. I kind of like when I have weeks, days, and or it's just not a whole lot going on. I feel like kind of like what you said earlier when you were like, life is cool. Like I'm taken care of. I have everything that I need.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Like I really like when it's just like, yeah, didn't really do a whole lot, and sometimes you don't need to.
Yeah. Hey, man.
If you were like, Nate, did you jump out of an airplane this week? Hell no. What'd you do? I was well rested. I got a couple of naps in.
Those
took a
are
brisket
planned.
out.
Yeah.
Gonna throw one of those on the grill. So yeah, I'm just doing black guy things who's almost 40. I'm just like, yeah, we out here learning to barbecue and all that stuff. But life can't always be just, oh, Nate's happy. No.
Here we go.
That does not make a bit of sense, Boogie. It's time for, you guessed it, the grinding of,
you know what really grinds my gears?
My MFing gears. If you were a new one to this program, Nate be mad sometimes. Shonda Rhimes, he makes a historic donation by giving $15 million to her alma mater, Dartmouth, and they decided to name a building after her. It's gonna be a residence hall. I know what you're thinking, Boogie. Nate, why would this piss you off? Why would this grind your MFing gears? And you know what, Boogie? It doesn't grind my gears. This does not grind my MFing gears at all. I am actually, happy that she was able to give $15 million to the first university that she went to. I'm so glad that she was able to give $15 million to the school that poured into her for her bachelor's degree, which then allowed her to go on to USC's film school and do a whole lot of other great things. Another school at USC she went to. Then she went on to provide us with a slew of great TV shows. So why would I be upset that she gave $15 million to her alma mater? Do you hear how silly that sounds, Buggy? To be upset at someone that gave $15 million to their alma mater? Because there were several people out here who was like, that money could have went to an HBCU. That money could have went to this school. That money could have went to this HBCU. And you know what, guys? This is what grinds my gears. She didn't go to a MF and HBCU. And Boogie, you know me. I love my HBCUs. Shout out to North Carolina Central University out there in Durham. Shout out to my HBCU. You know I love HBCUs. But I also went to a PWI. And for come on, y'all. We cannot be sitting over here and we're really upset at a woman who was like, hey, I'm giving to my alma mater. And let's not sit over here and act like, how do y'all know she has not given to other HBCUs out here? She probably has, because a lot of black people in the entertainment industry has. But no way in the world can y'all sit on Beyonce's internet and be upset at someone for giving to their goddamn alma mater. You know how stupid y'all sound? Cut it out. You grinded my effing gears. And it shouldn't have been grinded because she's out here doing a good goddamn thing. You know how many other black women have buildings named after them on Dartmouth campus? I don't know either because I didn't do the research, but I know one who's got a building being named after her, the goddamn Shonda Rhimes Residence Hall. Yeah, you niggas want to be mad. She couldn't give to an HBCU. Did you give to an HBCU? Some of y'all probably did. I know some of y'all did. But still, stay on topic. That's what grinded my gears. Y'all gonna be out here talking shit about Shonda, but y'all gonna turn on the TV and watch her shows, though. Shut up, niggas.
All right.
Now, to a more happier segment. It's time to get the folks who are doing things dope in the community. Let's get to the tipping of the hat.
I'm tipping my hat.
Boogie, who you tipping your hat to this week?
My tips is going to Nafisa Collier. She,
you know
I
what?
guess this was. Go ahead.
Should we give some MF and bombs for fee? Because
throw it out there. This was an exit interview of all exit interviews to me.
Oh man,
she went on about a 4 to 5 minute press conference, and she shared her views after speaking with the commissioner of the W, Kathy. I don't know her last name, Kathy.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. Kathy Karen. And
Kathy Karen.
Kathy Karen. And, you know, she went on to say and shared a lot of insights on their conversation that she had with Kathy. And, you know, the gist of it is we're not getting paid. Our leadership is really poor. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now we have the worst leadership in the world. And, you know, Kathy went along and said, you know, Caitlin Clark and those alike should be, you know, happy that they're, you know, that they made these network deals and, you know, and she could care less. Pretty much that's really what the gist of their conversation is. And, you know, the fact that Fee partnered with another person to really build and start Unrivaled, to honestly start really paying and compensating the players as they should be. And the W is literally just basing off of hoping and praying that the players are, you know, getting that exposure and will get paid based off of just sponsorship is trash. That's a trash mentality, and the players are finally speaking up, even though they were speaking it up before, but it feels a little different now, a lot more bolder, really not caring, you know, about leadership overall. And just want to shout out the work that Fee's doing. We see it, and it's not just an individual thing. It's not. She's doing this for the entirety of the league itself. So
definitely shout out to Fee. You know, I love when people put gas on the fire. Kathy ain't shit. She's let people know they ain't she ain't shit. I think I was one of the analysts, but she was talking about everybody in the NBA, their salaries are listed.
yeah,
Kathy's salary is not listed.
yeah,
Like, that's a problem, especially when you're talking about how players aren't getting paid enough, how the officiating so bad. Kathy was making $3 million at Deloitte, so you already know she's making 3+ easily. And for you to bring your pasty ass on TV or behind doors and say some shit like, you better be glad that she's making $60 million off the court. Like, Caitlin was making that, and I'm no CC. I ain't no Caitlin Clark fan. But Caitlin was a dog ass earner when she was at Iowa. Yeah. So let's not sit up here and talk like, well, she better be happy she made $60 million off court. Look, lady, like, we can call it what. There's a lot of great players who came into the WNBA. You got the Asias, you got the Angel Reeses. Yeah. But come on, we know who the high ticket was. It definitely was CC. She was bringing a lot of viewers, a lot of everything.
Yeah.
So if you just sit up there and act like, you know, you did something great, like the players should be bowing down and you better be glad I got your ass. It's this deal. That's what you're supposed to do. You're the commissioner. You're supposed to look out for your players. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? And you pretty much put the nail in your own coffin of once that deal is signed, your ass ain't going to be there. Because now NBA players are talking about it. Hell, you got casuals talking about how terrible of a job you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you getting packed on up out of here because you've done a horrible job. You think you're the star, and let's be real, you're not. The star are the people who are running up and down that goddamn court. And it's a goddamn shame that they're not they're making what plant workers make. And there's no offense to plant workers or anything, or anybody like that. But it's like, look, bro, it's a professional sport. Like,
you can big up somebody without having to tear another person down.
I mean, plant salaries ain't nothing to shake at. They be getting money in the plant. I'm just saying for professional athletes, like niggas in the plant be getting money. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, a professional athlete should not be making what a nigga in the plant is making. And those are good salaries, but I'm like, bro, it's niggas all over the world watching y'all. Niggas buying y'all shoes, and you're not even making 70 racks.
Yeah,
like
it's just sad overall. I just feel like, the women's league, I know we're still technically in the red. We're not making as much profit, but we are getting to the point where we will be in the green. This league is still very early, and people forget that. The NBA, the W started in the 90s.
Yeah. I remember when Cynthia Cooper was raising the roof.
That's not too far behind. And so now we have big international stars that are really putting the map and increasing not only the visual, the exposure, but those ticket sales are increasing as well.
They're going up. They got expansion teams popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
So look, I was watching the Aces and the Phoenix game yesterday. I was like, oh, they getting after.
I was about to say the finals that are happening right now.
They getting that. Boogie on Sports, first 7-game series. Who you taking? Who are you taking, Boogie?
I feel like I feel like the Aces are always winning.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to go against them. Yeah, so I don't want to go against. So you're going for the Aces.
How about this? I just want to see a good series.
Okay, I'll take that. We'll revisit this. If you don't want to give an answer, we'll revisit this and be like, was this the answer? Was this the outcome that you wanted? Okay. I am excited they have the 7-game series. I think that's dope.
Yeah,
you should have been doing 7 games the whole goddamn time.
Because they were doing 5, I think, or
was it 5?
Was it?
I don't know, because
it was less.
It was like the best of 3 series was kind of still confusing me. Like, y'all have 3 games. Like, that was so confusing. I was like, why the fuck don't? So all I gotta do is win 2. Like y'all should have. I feel like y'all cheating them out of basketball.
Yeah.
Like, come on here. But no, definitely shouts out to Fee. One thing about that though, Caitlin Clark took way too long to make a statement, to address anything, and it's like she's constantly sitting on her hands when it comes to things that you need to be talking about.
Yeah.
You can't be out here wanting to be the face of the league and this, that. I'm all these commercials and you're not standing up. Mm-hmm. You got called out. Nobody else really got called out. It was you, Asia, or you, Angel, and someone else that they had named.
Yeah.
If my name is being brought up from the commissioner, you got to say something more than what she said. She just gave a
very generic
statement.
Yeah, very generic. The statement I think was very safe, and I understand.
What's she afraid of? You're the star. You are the W in the W. If you leave, anybody tuning in for nothing else? Like, what we talking about here?
I think she's still teetering whether or not she's on the left or the right, even though she.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
She's made it abundantly clear. All of the the players that came before her. she has so much respect for, and there shouldn't be any hate of any kind. But nigga, are you all lives?
We know what side she's on. We know what side her fans are on.
Yeah, we do know what side her fans are on. So I just wish better for overall, and I feel like they're in a really good direction. Hopefully they can get that commissioner out.
You know what? They need a black woman. They need a black woman to be the commissioner.
Why?
That's what they need.
Why?
Because she gonna make sure they get paid. She gonna make sure them revs, you know what? Because in them meetings, it's gonna be, all right, motherfuckers, y'all missing a lot of goddamn calls.
Because that's what you see sometimes black women doing.
Hey, sometimes you got to call a nigga a motherfucker.
Wow.
You got to put on like, you missing too many goddamn calls, and they on Twitter lighting our asses up. Get your shit together, or you gonna be out.
I did see Don Staley talking about the comps overall of how much the players is getting paid, and it's between 70 and like upwards of 250.
It's not a lot, yeah.
And what are we talking here? That's
what I'm saying.
That's wild. That's wild.
Like Boogie, that is what I'm saying. You have civilians who have no athletic bone in their body, who are making more money than professional athletes. Like, that is insane.
Yeah.
Like, all the hard work that you put in, college, high school, all them things just to get here. And you know that it's a motherfucker at a computer who punches 2 keys who makes more money than you. And you got to get up and go to rehab and go out here and shoot free throws.
Yeah, that is wild. I'm not going to lie. The amount of work and commitment and sacrifice that you have to put in, and you out here making the same. Yeah, that's I ain't want to say anything. I'll just say,
like, but these are the things that have to be pointed out. It's just like, what are we talking about here? The college women are making more than professional women. Like, what is going on here? Like that's insane. Like, Juju don't even she's not even playing this season.
Yeah,
and she making more money than Asia. Like, what are we talking about? Like, Kathy, get your shit together. Protect your shield. Protect your athletes. What are we doing here?
You're right.
A black woman wouldn't stand for that. A black woman, Taraji P. Henson, come on, she would be up in there. God. Okay. She wouldn't stand for that. She gonna get that money.
All right. Anyway, who you got for your tipping?
Speaking of getting that money. Speaking of getting that money, Ashley Hollis won $750,000 by being the latest winner of season 27 of Big Brother. Boogie, I know you don't watch, so I'm going to fill you in real quick. She won when she had to, Boogie. She won the final head of household competition, which is arguably the best or the biggest competition you need to win on the show, solidifying her chance to select who she was taking to the final 2. She picked this unemployed loser. He was terrible the whole goddamn season. Ended up smoking him, winning 750 of them things. So shout out to her. I'm gonna be real with you. She played a great yet confusing game, because it's one of those things where you were like, did you mean to come in here being this like ditzy, kind of dumb, kind of stupid? Because she's a lawyer, like, so it was like she really dumbed herself down, and I was like, okay, I see what your game plan is, and she made it all the way to the end. So shout out to Ashley out there getting that money.
Hey man, I wish I was as interested in Big Brother as you guys are. I know it's very popular. Just I just don't see it. I'm not.
You know what you should do, Boogie? You should YouTube Big Brother Nigeria. All niggas. Now that one, I understand you might not like the American one, but the all nigga one.
You're hilarious.
You got to watch the all nigga one. I did audition for Big Brother.
You did?
No, I did. I auditioned at the Cubby Bear in Chicago a few years ago. It was one of the longest auditions ever, and they had a whole bunch of people in there and was like, have you watched this show, my nigga? because you definitely not getting on here. But it's cool that you here. Ask you a bunch of questions and everything. I went to the second round of auditions, and then it was just
nice.
Like, and you know what was crazy? I saw the girl who I auditioned with, or she was there, but it wasn't in my group. And I was like, okay, I see who won. I was like, all right, I see who y'all picked. So.
Okay, look at you doing stuff. I do have an honorable mention for the tipping. I want to shout out Michael, the librarian. He has been named the host of Reading Rainbow. We are bringing the Reading Rainbow.
Give Michael some bombs. I love that for him, man.
Yeah, I absolutely love that for him. We need more programs, more programming like this, educational programs to really encourage the youths of understanding that reading is fun, can be fun, and it is very beneficial overall. So
it's fundamental. Fun being the first part of the word, a butterfly in the sky.
All right.
We can go twice as high.
Okay.
But you know what? It did restore my faith that the good creators the good things are happening to them.
Yeah.
Because he was bullied online. Like, I don't know if you're aware of his story, and it was just like bad. To the point where he was about to get up off of social media. It was just, you felt really bad for him. So I'm just like, it's dope to see it. And it, like I said, it restores my faith that the good creators out here are not being bypassed. And so I'm really happy for him. I'm going to be tuning in. I think it's going to be on YouTube or something like that. It's going to be like 30 episodes. So I'll give it a run. Hopefully LeVar can, make an appearance on one of them episodes too.
I think he may.
So that would be. You think gonna keep the song?
They better.
Or do you think it's gonna be like an updated version, like with a singer of today's time?
I think it's gonna be similar, but with an updated version. So
who would you? Because Shaka Khan did the other one. So who is a singer?
Yeah. Jasmine Sullivan.
I could see that. Yep, she does have that soul streak. Yeah, Jasmine. What about Beyonce? You think Beyonce?
Nah.
You don't think
so? Beyonce got her hands in too many things. Like
Solange she been doing some book initiatives trying to get
she has.
Maybe Solange could hook us up with Butterfly in the Sky.
I don't have a problem with that. So
I don't either. Okay, what about, because they got Gracie's Corner, you got Paul Wall, people rapping. Should it be a rap?
No.
Or should it just be okay? Keep it R&B. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep the things rolling here. Boogie, you know what time it is? Time for news you cannot hear. It's time to get to it. All right, up on news you cannot use. There were some deaths, but they weren't black people, so we're not reporting on them. Quick update here in news you cannot use. Diddy, the diddler, Sean Combs himself has been sentenced. Boogie, how do you feel about that man getting, 50 months? How you feel?
He got 50 months, and they also included the time served, so he probably won't be. He'll probably in there for maybe 3.
2027, 2028, he'll probably come out.
Yeah. I have no feelings. It is what it is at this point. The prosecution managed poorly not to really prove some of the heinous, more serious charges, and for that, those charges were dropped, and they're really just hanging themselves off of these two very technical charges that I had to look up because I didn't know what the heck they were. And I think the public scrutiny overall, I think that's really going to affect him more than the time that he's got to take even more. Yeah, and like I said, shame and embarrassment is real out here, and it really affects people that really eats and thrives off of that. And I think that, especially with him being such an egotistic narcissist, I'm happy that he's able to
For those of you who are listening, the producer here just put up the courtroom drawings of Puffy, and shout out to them. Yo, oh man.
Listen, this has been a clown circus of many. When it comes down to, we also have to remember there were victims.
Yes.
And the judge, albeit a younger judge, from what I heard, he really made it a point to add that into his sentencing. That thank you. He thanked uh, Cassie Ventura, as well as this other lady. I forgot her name, but the fact that we got to see such a big mogul, this man who really much took up all of our childhood,
Yeah.
just overall, to know that this man is actually finally being, honestly, to tell you the truth, really being affected, and it's starting to really kick in that he's not, those behaviors is not acceptable. He's finally understanding that these, you are not above the law. That's to me, I feel like that is worth anything and everything. Granted, he didn't kill anybody. No one lost their lives, but the torture and overall scrutiny that he's put through a lot of people, it hasn't gone unnoticed. So
no, you are 1,000% correct. Definitely, your heart goes out to every single one of the victims, and we hope that justice was served, or whatever you think justice was deserved for you and what you went through.
Yeah.
The real it's one of those things where you're like, yo, these lawyers, man, you got to hang your suit up, bro.
Yeah.
You got to put your suit into the Raptor. The Raptors is like Raptors. Is it Raptors? Raptors. I said Raptors. Like, wow.
Okay, saucy.
Clip it. The Rafters. Because if a nigga is up, he's supposed to get 10 years for both, 20 years for both of those counts. And you got this man 4 years plus time served. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, price is going up. Like, these lawyer fees, they're like, yo, it's still a win. It's still
those are the real winners when it comes down to it. It's the lawyers on both ends. How much money they done racked up.
It's like, man, you are getting it. But yeah, I feel it's like you. I makes me know. Never mind. You put yourself there.
Yeah.
So the scrutiny, the embarrassment, the time away from your family, all that, you brought that on yourself. I think that long ass 12-minute video that they played of him being like a little league football coach and him giving back and going to the hospital. It's like, why y'all niggas always be having these videos of y'all going to church and being around a whole bunch of black people and stuff whenever you get in trouble? And we all see right through it. It's just like, nigga, you ain't came out here and passed out turkeys in God knows how long.
Right.
But now when you facing all these years, it's like, let me go give out some turkeys. It's just like, I mean, come on. I mean, hopefully, when he comes out, he's never put his hands on anyone ever again. So hopefully when he comes out, he truly is rehabilitated. Plot twist, where is my conspiracy Kufi at? I'm highly positive that he's going to get pardoned. I just feel like he's going to get pardoned, and we're going to see him diddy bopping on the front lawn of the White House, thanking Trump. I can foresee that happening.
Hey man, look, we're in an era of unexpected times right now. So it could definitely happen. I wouldn't say it's impossible. The fact that I'm sure your man's was at one of his
Not my man's.
functions.
Not my man's.
He probably was at one of his functions. So, listen, again, I just want to reiterate it. I feel like, especially as a goody two shoes, reform goody two shoes, I'm not anymore. But whatever you do in the dark will come to the light. And if you think you are above the law, yeah, keep going. Let's see what happens.
I mean, yeah, that hey, look, yeah, you know, I'm a civilian. I do not commit crimes, so yeah.
I don't know that life. I don't know that life. I worry about
Not us.
self only. Yeah, so
We're lames. We're nerds. We're goofies. But don't you call me a goofy, because then you
Right,
have a
I was
problem,
about to say.
goofy ass nigga.
Right.
It's like I can call myself goofy, but if you
Yeah.
call me a goofy, yeah, I just just everybody just do better, man. Just do
Yeah.
better. All right, time number one for news you can or cannot use. El Boogie, how do you feel about Bad Bunny being the headliner for the Super Bowl this year?
Hey man, I'm excited. I saw a clip of what is it, Tommy Lauren. She
Yeah,
was
that was
she was a
hilarious.
little perturbed, disturbed,
Confused.
and she was just like, "How do you feel about Bad Bunny being being the headlining of the halftime Super Bowl?" And her guest just really, just suddenly gave her a nice good diss.
Well,
'Cause
they are American citizens.
I just because again, common sense isn't common to a lot of
It's not.
people. Puerto Rico or Puerto Rico is part of U.S. Of the U.S. and has kind of always been for a long time.
Since as long as I've been born.
For a long time, and for y'all to not think that they are not a part of the U.S. is absurd and crazy. I'm excited. I heard a clip of him doing an interview saying part of his contract he wouldn't have accepted this opportunity if he wasn't able to speak his language the way it was intended, and so I appreciate that. I hope he doesn't speak a lick of English outside of.
So in other words, hello. That's the only word he's going to say. Outside of that, it's all going to be this
because I'm trying to think outside of the song with him and Drake and the song with him and Cardi. Cardi, his feature on Cardi, he said a couple English words, but it was all Spanish, Espanol. So I think he followed through.
You know what? It's crazy because I've seen him in a couple of movies, and even in the movies, I never heard him. I think he was on Bullet Train, and I want to say, I'm trying to think, did he speak English in Bullet Train or were there subtitles? I'm not 1,000% certain.
Okay. He speaks English.
I know he was in. Oh, he does. Okay, I did not know.
He's actually hosting SNL this week, and
I know he was in Happy Gilmore too as well.
Yeah, he was. And listen, his English. He's born and raised in Puerto Rico, so his English is not perfect
His
like us.
First language.
His English isn't perfect like us gringos over here. We, his English is good enough, and it honestly has gotten better if you ask me. So,
no, that's dope.
How do you feel?
I'm excited, man. I've never been a person. Okay, look, we've sat through tons of Super Bowls where I'm like, these are garbage, rock and roll, not for me, not for me, not for me, not for me. So I am excited that there is someone who is who doesn't look like me, who's getting a chance to perform. Like, I could care less. I'm not someone who's a hater. It's gotta be all black acts. No, you can share the stage, especially if there's someone who's putting on for his people. And he's not a fucking hater. Like, I am 1,000% okay with artists who get up there who ain't haters, because they platform so many of these artists who are goddamn covert racist and everything. So in the closet racist, I'm like, who cares? Like, I'm okay that there's someone who does not look like the quote unquote normal artist that we've normally seen.
Agreed.
And I hope he don't speak a lick of English. Just go up there and do your thing. Baboni, baboni, baboni. Go up there and just knock him over the head with it. I will say this. I don't know a single Bad Bunny song. I don't know a single one, but I'll be tuned in. I'll be bobbing my head, tapping my feet. I'll be having some nice drinks. Like, okay, I'm going to Google some songs now. I'll be like, hey, I like it, I think this notion of people being upset over it and like, he needs to speak English. Why do you care? Most of y'all TVs have the option for it to be translated into English. Turn that feature on, or Google the words and you can read them for yourself. Oh, that's what he said. Just tune in for a good show.
You didn't say that when Salinas was on. You didn't say that when we were listening into when reggaeton was blasting and on like.
Well, you know who's upset because they were definitely upset when J-Lo and what's her name, Hips Don't Lie.
Shakira.
Yeah. Her. I'm like, I don't know her name, but I know the songs. They were definitely upset when they were doing it. Who cares? Let people have their shine to put on for their folks. Like, this is huge. J-Lo, though, don't you take your ass on that goddamn stage. Don't you bully Bad Bunny into letting you come out on that stage with you. We do not need to hear you screeching on that goddamn stage. You did it a couple years ago with Shakira. You don't need to ruin a Bad Bunny set with you up there with your singing ass. Yeah. Don't do it, J-Lo.
No, I hope Bad Bunny brings on Mark Legend.
Who's Mark Legend?
Mark Anthony. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Mark Anthony, and I hope he brings Drake, and I hope he brings the old dude that sings Suavemente.
Yeah, Suavemente. You think Drake will pull it? You know who he should bring? Daddy Yankee.
Ooh,
you gotta get him out of retirement.
Daddy Yankee. Yeah.
Is he a pastor now? I don't know. He doing something. Wherever he's at, get him out of that and get him, because we need to. We need that.
that actually would be big time. I'm not gonna lie.
So February. When does Cardi have that baby? Because I'm wondering if we're gonna see it pop out.
No, Cardi not coming out.
You don't think so? Okay.
Cardi's doing a lot of promo right now, and that baby
is. There was I do hope that, because ICE has already said that they're going to be there. It's in San Francisco. A lot of people were like, Puerto Ricans are Americans, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, they're not talking about them. They're trying to get a lot of other people who might not be citizens, who are Bad Bunny fans, who look like they speak Espanol. That's what it's all about. They know Puerto Ricans. Well, some don't, but a majority of them know, hey, you supposed to be here. We're not here for you. So I'm like, hey, that's what it's going to be. I hope it's one of those things where it's like, he don't even have to be in California. He can do it in Puerto Rico, and they can just broadcast it there. You don't have to actually have it at Candlelit Stadium.
Yeah,
I gotta show y'all ICE. Like, you thought, nope, this concert's going to be here in Puerto Rico.
That'd be kind of actually cool, really. Psyched you out.
I mean, they do it all the time for like the Grammys. They don't have every Grammy performer. Like, I could have sworn it's either Bad Bunny or one of those artists who did a concert in fucking Brazil for their concert for the Grammy. So like, it can be done. Yeah. Kudos to Jay-Z, to Rock Nation, and Bad Bunny for pissing off these snowflakes. We're gonna be saying a Bad Bunny. Topic number 2. Really, it is, like I was kind of wondering. I want to know the backstory of how he got that name. I was like, what was the, like? How did you? I think it's an interesting name. So, topic number 2. It is band season, homecoming season, especially for the HBCUs. And a lot of people, if you've never been to an HBCU or never been to any of those games, people really show up for the bands more than they do. Your team can be undefeated.
Yeah.
We don't care. We're here to see the battle of the bands. And normally everybody is in tune with the trash talking from the fans. You'll see tuba players going back and forth punching. You'll see niggas throwing cymbals back and forth from each side. And it goes all the way down to even the stadium announcers getting involved in the trash talking. I think we have a clip of some trash talking that got FAMU's announcer Joe Bullard in trouble.
Congratulate them. They're now the new face of Ozempic.
What in the...
And he was talking about the world famous honeybees at Alabama State. For the context, because for those of you that don't know, the honeybees is a dance group. They're bigger ladies. They've always been their thing. Historically, we're just we big girls and we know how to dance, and we gonna show y'all what we come to do. And everybody loves the honeybees, no matter what HBCU you have attended. You love your group. Like at NCCU where I went, Champagne. That is the name of the dance troupe. You'll hear niggas Champagne just yelling it out. That's how they feel about the honeybees. So a lot of people definitely took offense to what Buddy said. I am truly sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Another one of them. Blah, 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 blah. I understand. Blah, 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 blah. The severity of this and their college. Blah, blah, blah. We don't care, bro. We don't care. So Boogie, how do you feel about said announcer and what he thought was a joke?
Joe Bullard, that was just uncalled for when it comes down to it. These are children. Yes. These are college students that are having fun and not only, doing an extracurricular activity, but they are supporting their team. Where's the camaraderie at this point? Like you giving out jabs and digs allowed to a large stadium where there are a lot of parents there too, buddy. I think you kind of went beside yourself and forgot that you're not too cool to get your ass whooped.
Exactly, because one of them daddies comes down. You said, "What about my honeybee?"
Exactly. So I think we can just overall, I think the moral of this entire podcast is let's be a little nicer to each other.
Just be kind.
Yeah.
And also, bro, like if that was your daughter,
right,
would you want some announcer to say that? Like, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, this is, I don't know, man. Like, come on, man. We gotta start bringing shame back and start shaming you niggas for doing shit that you know.
Yeah.
that you shouldn't be doing. Like, it just, I don't know, man. It don't make any sense. And I'm on the lines of like, hey, man, like, I don't want to say people need to get fired or anything like that. It's just one of those things where it's just like, hey, man, you got to sit down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you can't make good decisions. You keep it to the best band in the land. They band got beat last year by our band. Hey, they can dance, but they can't dance like our girls. Like, there's a million things that you could have said to go back and forth as a part of band culture or the roasting, but to come out and to talk about they weight, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you about grown women.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought announcers overall, regardless of what side you're on, you're supposed to be a little unbiased. You're supposed to just give a little flair and become as neutral as possible. Now, I get it. You are talking to the opponent, but again, that's a little out of your way to go and say some really damning things about, again, college students. Let's remember that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Normally what they do in some cases, they will have the other announcer from the band. All right, you had a good show for them. Now I'm on the mic and the real band is here. Normally it's that good-natured ribbon right there. It's never this. And it's just like, hey, man, You getting bashed online as you should, and I'm like, hey, this is just what it is. Like, this is just sit in it, bro. Sit in it. Like, you just gotta sit in it.
Yeah. So I hope you learn from it, buddy, because I'm sure you're gonna hear it.
Yeah, he's gonna hear it for a while. He is going to hear it for a while. Anyways, he could have honestly been a y'all niggas is trapping. Let's get to it. Who's tripping for you this week, Boogie?
Great question. My young niggas is tripping is going out to Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and everybody else that's involved that decides to tweet out and share. Get us out the group chat first off. That's number
I've
one.
been saying that for the longest.
Out the group chat. Cardi B just recently dropped her new album. This is her second sophomore album, and I don't know. Nicki is upset that the attention is not on her, and so she made it a point to tweet out a couple things that was very disparaging. And Cardi was like, "Hey, I hope you know that I could care less about my PR team. I'm going to respond in such fashion." And this battle royale has been going on for a little too long for my own preference. And other artists that are popping in. JT, Saucy Santana has a beef. Azalea Banks responded and commented. We again, I don't
Damn,
care.
I didn't know Azalea commented. I was like, what?
She did like an outside comment about the overall beef and how she felt about what's happening. Listen, and then Nicki Minaj is talking about Cardi's B kids, and Cardi B came and said a couple things about Papa Bear and called him Papa Perk. They apologized to each other. Listen, I know too much about both of y'all. Any of y'all. What happened to, and I hate saying this, but let's go back to the music. Let's focus on the music. I don't care about this beef. Some beef is good. A good, healthy beef, overall, good challenge, just for, competing, album sales and singles and whatnot. Yeah, that's cool and dandy. But y'all are going too far. Cardi asked to drop the Addy.
Yep.
And can we just stop? Yeah, I just, she had to apologize to Lotto because they, Ice Spice manager released the audio. Look, I don't care. Bia's clearly still upset because, her. Guys, can we? This is too much for me. This is why I don't listen to rap the way I
keep
listen
up,
to rap.
y'all.
I really can't, and I don't want to at this point. There's other things going on in the world. The world is on fire, and we got artists, female rappers or women rappers. I was trying to find another word. I'm like, I just don't want to call them female rappers, but women rappers just arguing left and right. Let's stop the madness and let's just get back to the music. That's it.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's just one of those things where it has spiraled and spiraled and spiraled to levels of just like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Okay, like kids should definitely be off limits, like 1000%. You should not talk about kids. All of the children involved are cute children. So it's just like, hey, man, none of them are ugly. And there are some actual ugly children out here. Let's call it what it is. Like, there are some kids out here who they literally, when they become adults, you're like, wow, you grew out of that. Because it just is. These aren't any of those kids there. So it's just like, man, y'all calling kids ugly and monkeys and all types of stuff where it's like, this is just so unnecessary. Okay. And neither one of them really apologized. Because anytime you say, I apologize that your mama was perked out with you and this is why you can't speak, or anytime someone's like, I apologize, I should have talked about your gums, these are not real apologies.
Mm.
They're not. And it's just like, look, man, can y'all just stop arguing on Twitter? Argue on the wax. Argue where it really counts in them records. Because as Cardi has mentioned, I see you a couple times. You didn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. So you niggas ain't gonna fight. Y'all not gonna do it. Y'all have entirely too much money to lose here. Too many endorsements. Y'all not gonna fight. So just keep it to raps, because honestly, none of us can keep up with the Twitter. It was just, I'm getting texts. I'm like, another one.
It was exhausting. It was exhausting, and then I realized I had to check myself. I was like, Adrian, what's the purpose of you trying to keep up with this? Who is this really benefiting? Nobody.
It was just like, what is going on here? I was just like, I'm confused, and I'm just like, well, who else is involved in it now? You know, so, oh man, yeah. So I mean, just do better, y'all. Just do better.
Yeah. Who do you got for your niggas is tripping?
My niggas is tripping is going to whoever the hell it was who owned the root, who sold the goddamn root to people who weren't black. I am so happy that one, Ashley Allison, was able to acquire the rights to purchase the root, bringing it back to black ownership. I am 1000% phenomenally excited because, you know, I think we talked about it on this show. I was like, what the fuck happened to the root, where it was like, y'all sounding hella white here with some of these public hazy stories, and it was very alarming for a lot of black people, to the point where a lot of folks unfollowed them. You know why we unfollowed them? Because they was owned by the whites. So it's so dope that now someone who's actually of the roots and connected to the roots owns the root. So definitely shout out to her. And again, whoever sold it to begin with, y'all niggas was tripping and did a huge disservice to us for selling it in the first goddamn place.
I'm always curious. Like, if you have to sell, just shut it down.
Yeah, I would say that too, because there would have been tons of black people who probably would have been like, oh, we can't let this go out of business. Let's put some money over here.
Yeah. I just especially when it's really tailored to a specific demographic, it's kind of hard for you to be like, yeah, we'll sell it to you, sure, but just make sure you stay true to our audience members.
It's like, god damn, like yeah, I'm a white guy, I'm gonna stay true to the blacks with this whole publication. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, y'all are fucking just stupid. But definitely y'all niggas are tripping for selling it.
Yeah,
but kudos to her for getting it back. And she be on Abby Phillips handing them white people they ass. Like, I don't know if you ever seen her on CNN, but she be giving it back to them white folks on there. It's like, you're not about to play with me. You're not about to play with me. Let's keep this thing rolling. Let's get to the final topic and we'll be right back.
Yep.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
On the final topic, a 14-year-old boy is going viral, Boogie. Took a young lady out on a date and he left a note with 0 tip. He said, hey, please don't be mad. I am trying to impress this young lady. Left that note, and since that note has been left, of course, Boogie, the internet did what the internet was gonna do. Oh, if you can't afford a tip, you shouldn't be going out to eat. What are you doing with your broke ass? You're broke. Who goes out to eat without tipping? So what says you, Boogie, about this 14-year-old gentleman not tipping, left a note because he wanted to impress the young lady he took out to eat?
Respect
to Chili's.
Yeah, respect to him, first off, to writing the letter. That's number one, because I know people that don't tip and just walk off and keep it moving. Number two, at least tipping in general has gotten out of hand. Can we
Yes.
just talk about that real quick? Because I've been going back and forth with how much I should be tipping. Where am I pulling the tips from?
Okay.
Um, and automatic surcharges as well. So I understand a lot of companies, a lot of businesses, restaurants, I should say, are adding in that already surcharge of uh, for service.
Yeah,
Okay,
the handler
cool.
fee.
Right. And then they'll put in add in additional tip. Okay, you're not gonna get me, kids, but if you're not paying attention, you will get screwed. But am I tipping off of the pre-tax? Am I tipping off of the actual bill with the tax? I like to have an itemized receipt as well. I know that 14-year-old boy, that kid looked and was like, hey man, ain't no way. I ain't got none of this, regardless of the fact. So respect to him again, like I said, for just writing a note, because generally people just walk off and pay what they need to pay.
Yeah, no. I agree. Tip culture is it's insane. It's insane. It's stupid. And if you really get into the history of how tipping started,
Yeah.
especially here in America, it's just pretty fucked up. You know, we would change that. Because let's be real, the businesses are still getting over on their own goddamn employees.
Yep.
I think it needs to move to how tipping is done in Europe and like Asia, where it's like, yo, this is an insult if you tip us,
Yeah.
or where everything is built into the
Yeah.
meal already. So it's like, nah, bro, we already got ours. Just do it that way, because people are still going to eat out. They're still going to do this. So what are we talking about? It's kind of irritating. I left a comment and I was like, yes, because all of you guys, when you were 14, were fucking loaded. When you guys were all out here dating, look at all the fucking money bags out
At
here
Chili's.
who are coming down on this high school kid who's probably on his very first date trying to impress this young lady. Like, cut it out here, bro. There's going to come a time, yes, when he gets older, he's going to learn, okay, yes, I have to bring more to the tip and all those things.
Of course.
But look here, y'all. He's 14. He's new to this. Like, cut the kid some slack. As Boogie said, he's being, obviously this kid's being raised right, because he had enough sense to be like, hey, I don't have it here. I do have enough to pay you. I'm not gonna run out like some 14-year-olds would do.
Yep.
And this is just what it is. I'm trying to impress her. And I hope that waiter, waitress, whoever it was, I hope they hella rizzed him up. Like, I hope they, you took care of this, chief. This bill, I brought y'all some extra, whatever. I hope they really gamed it up for homie. So it was really a dope ass experience, because come on, y'all. Yes, his parents could have given him a little bit more. However, do we know his parents' situation? This might have been all they could have fucking afforded, y'all.
Or he could have, or that could have been his money that he saved up from his allowance and whatnot. We don't know. There's a lot of unknown variables, but at the same time, give the kid some credit that he was bold enough and felt as though that it was right for him to write a letter and just give the waiter some type of notice. Because again, I know a lot of people that be like, oh, he didn't give me my napkins on time. No tip.
I had 85 ice cubes. I asked for light ice. It's always shit like that. It's like, come on, man. Like, I got no qualms about this. This also tells me that some of y'all really need to go fucking touch some grass. That y'all really are upset at this kid, 14 years old, wasn't able to leave a tip at Applebee's. Like, what is going on, y'all? Go hug somebody, man. Like, for real. Cut it out. Okay, we've come to the end of another episode. But before we get up out of here, it's time to get to the nothing blown fact. Are you high? Sometimes. Was it a gut punch? Sometimes you need to be punched in the gut with this realness. So here we go. You know what? As the temperatures are being all wonky out here, you know what? Just walk in whatever it is you want to walk in. Everybody out here being a little goofy. The temperature is being goofy. The government is being goofy. We're all just out here being kind of goofy. And sometimes you gotta let people play the goofy. You just gotta let them do it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta let them do it. Out here trying to save goofies, gonna have you being a goofy. So just let them play the goof and move on. Just move on. That is the nothing blown fact for this week. Do what you will with that information. Boogie, what you got for the new ones and the day ones?
The new ones and the day ones. Don't forget to smash the bell so you can be notified as soon as our content drops, and to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell that friend that this is your favorite late night podcast and they should be listening to it as well.
They should. Boogie said it all. I got nothing else for you, schmucks. Keep tuning on in. We're going to take a little break here. You know, I got some creative endeavors that I'm going to be working on. And Boogie's going to be doing some of her creative endeavors too. So therefore, we ain't going to be here for a couple of days. So you know what y'all need to do? Go back and listen to some of them previous episodes. Run them numbers up for us. We greatly appreciate y'all.
Heck yeah.
And when we do come back, we'll have another great show. That's real. I'm Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Bradyburn.
This is your favorite late night podcast. And sometimes you really big. We up out of here. Peace.
Bye, y'all.